Hey boys, welcome back to some Cricket 22. Cricket 22. I was trying to think of what year it is, but obviously it's 2021. But Cricket 22 here, and we have some actual gameplay. If you didn't know, I'm sure people know of the announcement by now. Cricket 22 is set to be released late in November. What is it? November 24th, 25th, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So not far away, like literally a month and a half. So very, very close to its actual release date, which is good. And Big Ant Studios they've sort of always done this with their games. They're not a developer that sort of announces a game, you know, a year, 2 years before, and then just sort of goes dead silent and maybe trickles out a couple of little teasers. They generally like to announce a game with a couple of months before release, and then sort of give the content out pretty fast and furious. So I don't mind it. I honestly prefer that. It sometimes makes the wait in between games excruciating, but when you finally get the announcement, you know that it's coming soon. And here we have it, Cricket 22. So the one thing I was gonna say, if you didn't know, you can pre-order, I think, I would imagine on all the consoles, maybe not Switch, I don't know, I haven't checked, but I know for certain you can pre-order on like Xbox and PlayStation. So if you pre-order the game, you get access to the Nets Challenge. So basically the Nets Challenge here is you can either bowl or bat. They have Joe Root as the batter. They have Jimmy Anderson here steaming in. They do have his action looking very, very slick, I do say so. And the spin option is Moeen Ali. I do find it a little bit strange that it's all English players in the demo. I don't know. I'm sure they're gonna add other players. I'm assuming, but it's a little bit strange that when you're like, you buy the Australian version, but you get the the English players. I don't know. I find that a little bit strange. But as you can see here, I changed the batting controls. So it starts off on the arcade mode, which I mean I don't know. I guess it's good for new players because you control. You can see up the top right there. It's the same as previous games. You control the direction of the shot before the ball is bowled with the analog stick, and then you just press either attacking, defensive, or aggressive, whatever type of shot you want to play. I don't know. I've never really enjoyed that system. I'd much prefer the pro. They call it the pro batting and pro bowling. Oh, that's a beautiful dude. That's the one shot that looks very, very nice. The charging cover loft, the cover drive coming down the track and smoking it over cover. That looks very, very good. We'll talk a bit more about like the batting in a second here, but just going through the basic stuff. But yeah, I just much prefer the pro batting and bowling controls. I don't know. I don't find the arcade mode nearly as fun. Like it's just not as intuitive. So yeah, I switch here, and yeah, the pro. For people that may not know, basically you control your foot placement with the left analog stick, so you can either go forward or back, onside, legs, onside, offside, and the right analog stick, when you're about to hit the ball, that's when you place the shot depending where the ball is, and you use the triggers and stuff to either do like an aggressive shot or a sweep shot or whatever it is. So yeah, I much prefer this style of batting. So yeah, if you didn't know that you can get the Nets Challenge if you pre-order, you can go on and do that if you would like, so you can get the feel for the game nice and early. But yeah, that's sort of all the little nitty-gritty stuff out of the way. Like and one thing, so I've heard this a bit, and I've seen some comments on like other videos. People there's quite a few comments saying that the graphics aren't very good. There are some people even saying that it's a downgrade from Cricket 19, which is like, let's be real. Like honestly, the graphics on Cricket 19, I thought and I still think look very, very good. They're not, they're not the best graphics of any sports game, but I think they look, I still think they look great. And this game, like, it's hard to tell in the nets here, and they have, Big Ant have said that there's gonna be improvements to the final version of the game. But there is no doubt when this game fully releases, like, the graphics are gonna look substantially better. Like, you'll get like a comparison, and I'll probably try to do like a comparison when it gets updated a bit, like of showing Cricket 19 compared to this, and you'll see like a vast difference in just detail and quality of players and stadiums and all that. Like, don't think it's going to be a downgrade on graphics. Like, there's no shot. There's absolutely no chance. So that's one thing I wanted to get out of the way. And then one thing as well, like, people, I just want to squash a few, like, I know some people are getting pretty excited for, like, it's right here. This is sort of the mini game, I guess, and 27th in the world, dude. Good God. Obviously not that many people have given it a go. I didn't hit the target once. Honestly, it's fucking hard. It's hard to hit the target. I wasn't necessarily trying to, but it's not easy. So I just sort of go to free play here for a second for the rest of it. But yeah, a little mini game there. You can sort of try and go up the leaderboards if you wanted to. But yeah, I know a few people have been like, yeah, the Big Ant are gonna improve the game until release. But one thing, do remember, the game is coming out like I said before, like a month and a bit away. Like, they're not going to be making huge changes to like this build right here. Like, it's not a long time to make massive changes or upgrades. So I wouldn't get too like excited for like something completely different or anything to be really changed. But yeah, like, just general graphical details and stuff like that, yes, they'll be improved for sure on final release. But yeah, the overall stuff, don't expect like anything too overhauled, I guess I would say. But getting into the actual batting, I know I've gone on a bit. You've seen what's going on here. The batting is very similar, and I'll say this straight off the bat again. Like, with the graphics, the batting is not something that I really. Actually, no, I'll take that back. The one I was gonna say, the bowling actually is something that I didn't really want to be overhauled too much. I think the bowling is very in Cricket 19. I thought the bowling was very nice. It felt rewarding to bowl long spells, and I thought bowling was great in the last game. So I'm just hoping for more animations, more fluidity, and stuff like that, as that's a beautiful little flick there. Powerful flick, mind you. But the batting is something that I did think could be improved, because let's be real, like, I want like a full 360-degree control, because if you played the previous cricket games, and obviously it's improved every year, the sort of the ability to hit gaps, but there's always like dead spots. There's always dead spots. Like, there'll be like a field, and you just can't. I don't know, the control with the analog stick, you just can't pierce like a certain gap in a field. You can't hit it through a certain gap. And there's sometimes and it happens all the time, and I will say, like, it happens in this one where, and it's usually on like a back foot cut shot, like we just saw there, and you'll play like a your left analog stick, you'll press back to the right for your back foot to go out to the offside to do a cut shot, but then all of a sudden he steps sort of to the leg side, and you look down, you're like, did I actually press him to go left? But no, you look down and your thumb is pointing back into the right. But I don't know, there's just something weird about sometimes the back foot play with the analog stick, and I have noticed in this it does happen a bit as well. So hopefully sort of the fine-tuned little foot movements I would like to be improved upon. Is right here. I was trying to the menus are a little bit confusing, I'm not gonna lie. I was trying to get the spin bowling, but here we go. I figured it out as Moeen Ali comes in. I wanted to face some spin, obviously, and see how that is. But yeah, the sound is very nice. Obviously, we're in the nets here. We get a nice little echo, but yeah, the sound of the ball hitting the willow sounds very, very powerful, very, very nice indeed. You see a few cherries on the bat, which I mean is in previous cricket games as well. But as I saw a comment as well by someone that I liked as well, and it was, you know, we want more realistic cherries. Like when you face a different colored ball, like it's sort of always the same, like colored cherry on the bat, but yeah, it's one of those things. And also it'd be cool, like it would be cool for like your bat to get wear and tear over your career. I think that would be very, very nice, because you see, like, obviously some people, you know, some batters, they have the cover, like the plastic cover on the bat to make it look new all the time. They can just replace that, but there's always going to be wear and tear, and they get new bats. And I mean, we have been told that the career mode is way more story oriented, so I hope there is some actual, like, I want, and I'll go more into detail, more into depth about the career mode in another video, but I really do want, like, an actual reason for different bat sponsors and stuff like that in the game, to actually, like, you don't just start with the best bat in the game. Like, you know, you're a club cricketer, you know, you just get a, you know, couple of $100 bat. You're not going to get a couple of $1,000 bat, and you work your way up and you get sponsorships and that sort of thing. But I'll discuss that more in another video. But yeah, I want some wear and tear on the bat over time. And yeah, I tried here. I thought we could get him to be a wrist spinner, but I realized that, yeah, it's only Moeen Ali as the bowler, so he doesn't bowl. I don't know why I guess they just have the option, and they'll probably, like I said, they'll probably add more players into this little demo here over time, but yeah, no wrist spinner at the moment. I wanted to face some leggies, but that's all right. But yeah, overall, like, the batting is very similar. I can't. I'm not gonna come out and lie and say it's like revolutionary or anything like that. It feels good. I think we'll get more of a look of the anime, like that. You know, that charge there. I really wish, like, that's one that I wish they could have improved. Like, coming down the track to a spinner, like, I want to see, like, a nice high elbow and just go, like, that right there. The cover drive charge looks very, very good, but the one where you go straight down the pitch, like, I want the batter to play it like a, you know, a high elbow just straight over the bowler's head, or over mid off or over mid on. But it's a weird shot. Like, they come down the track and just sort of bit of a, you know, a slog. But, you know, it's one of those things. You know, they could improve, and who knows, maybe they will over the thing. But oh, dude, the cover drive is beautiful. The cover drive coming down the track is majestic. That looks very good. And yeah, we'll see, like, against different bowlers in general, we'll see some new animations, and I'm sure, like, again, like, we're only seeing Joe Root's batting animation here. I'm sure they've added new ones. Like, in the last game, we had Steve Smith, Glenn Maxwell, was it Dave Warner? Dave Warner's Usman Khawaja. I think there was like 5 different sort of batting animations. I don't think, maybe it was only Glenn Maxwell and Steve Smith, like the big noted players, and then the other 3 were just sort of more generic type batting animations. But you know, I'm hoping there's a lot more of those, and just more customization, and more, you know, more options, because you know, I want to, and again, this may be reaching, but I've wanted it so badly. I want the tail enders, I want the bowlers to not have the same batting animation as Steve Smith or Glenn Maxwell. Like, they should look awkward. they should look awkward. Like, that's what we want. We don't want the tail enders to be coming out and playing beautiful straight drives and pull shots. Like, you want them to look bad when they're batting. But I don't know. We'll see if that shot right there, that's exactly what I'm talking about, where he steps way across to the leg side. When I look down and I've got him going to the back right. But yeah, that's a little nitpick right there. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this little batting gameplay. We discussed a little bit here. Definitely next video we'll be going through the bowling and stuff like that, and yeah, there'll definitely be a lot more videos coming up for Cricket 22. So make sure you guys like and comment, And yeah, look forward to some more action here. I'll see you guys in the next one.